Crocodilians are the sole survivors of a larger group of reptiles called Crocodiliomorpha. While many crocodiliomorphs were similar to their modern relatives during the time of the dinosaurs, others, such as the terrestrial Notosuchians, held niches distinctly different from today's crocodilians. Among these was the Notosuchian Pakasuchus, who was, in many ways, more like the small Mesozoic mammals than its crocodilian cousins. Its holotype skeleton, which is nearly complete, is one of the best known vertebrate fossils known from Late Cretaceous Africa, providing a window into an otherwise poorly known part of prehistory. Pakasuchus was first found in the Rukwa Rift Basin in Tanzania during 2008 and was named in 2010. Its full scientific name, Pakasuchus kapilimiae, means Kapilimia's cat crocodile. Dr. Saidi Kapilima was one of the leaders of the expedition that first found its remains. Paka comes from the Swahili word for cat, while suchus means crocodile, and is basically the crocodilian equivalent of saurus. Fitting its name, Pakasuchus was cat-sized, about half a meter long. Like many other land crocs, its limbs were long and placed directly beneath its body, in contrast to the sprawling posture of most other reptiles, or the semi-erect stance used by crocodilians. Another trait that separates Pakasuchus from its modern relatives is its osteoderms. Osteoderms are bony plates on the skin, which are often used as armor and mineral reserves in crocodiliomorphs. Pakasuchus has less osteoderms than most other crocodiliomorphs, and those it does have are smaller than the norm. The tail is an exception, whose osteoderms are abnormally normal in size and shape. The osteoderm reduction on the rest of the body is thought to have been a weight-saving measure, allowing Pakasuchus to run faster, though why the tail was unaffected is unclear. Perhaps the reduction of its osteoderms was to instead increase its agility. Pakasuchus's long torso was fairly mobile for a crocodiliomorph. This mobility was likely enhanced by its reduced body osteoderms, since crocodilian osteoderms serve as attachment points for muscles which stiffen the back. As a flexible tail would have been less important for an agile land croc, this provides an explanation as to why evolution left the tail osteoderms untouched. It should be noted that Pakasuchus would have been less active than the contemporary dinosaurs and mammals, as Notosuchians had an ectothermic, or cold-blooded metabolism. Still, like today's monitor lizards, their metabolism was on the high end of the ectothermic spectrum. Though crocodilians have elongated snouts, Pakasuchus' skull was short and compact, only about 7 centimeters long. Notably, unlike crocodilians, its deep and robust lower jaw was capable of the motions necessary to chew its food. Pakasuchus had surprisingly few teeth, only 5 rows in the upper jaw and 8 in the lower jaw. While low in number, they were remarkably varied. The first teeth in Pakasuchus' jaws are conically shaped and massively enlarged, not unlike the canines in mammals. While caniform teeth are present in many other extinct Notosuchians, they have incisor-like teeth in front of them. Behind Pakasuchus' caniform teeth are smaller conical teeth called premoliforms. As the name implies, behind these are moliform teeth very similar to those of mammals, with complex, multicusped crowns. Such varied, complex teeth are rare among reptiles, and are usually only seen in mammals. Other Notosuchians, such as Moreliasuchus and Chimerasuchus, also had mammal-like teeth. However, Pakasuchus took this a step further. The crowns of its moliform teeth fit together precisely so as to increase their surface area. This allowed for some of the most efficient chewing known in Crocodiliomorpha. So, what was Pakasuchus eating with these teeth? When it was first found, it was assumed to have been a carnivore due to comparisons with its molar-like teeth to those of predatory mammals. However, a study examining the teeth of various crocodiliomorphs found Pakasuchus likely to be a herbivore. However, this was based on the complexity of just its molar forms. The average complexity value of all of Pakasuchus' teeth instead overlapped with both herbivores and omnivores. Given the previously mentioned similarities to mammalian carnivores, a mixed diet seems to be the most likely option. It has been suggested that Notosuchians like Pakasuchus largely replaced the primitive mammals in the southern continents during the Cretaceous period. However, mammals have since been found to have coexisted with these Notosuchians. Fossils of the mammal Gaulotherium have even been found in the same formation as Pakasuchus itself, the Gaula Formation. Still, though Notosuchians may not have fully replaced mammals, Pakasuchus and its relatives managed to expand into niches usually occupied by more active animals, copying many of their own traits in the process. While crocodilians are often called living fossils, Pakasuchus is an example of just how diverse and adaptable crocodiliomorphs were and can be. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something interesting. Have a great day, and if you enjoyed the video, please remember to hit the like button.